Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be comparing the all-new 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel to the 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor. So, as always, we're going to do a quick walk around on both the trucks going back to back, comparing all the features. Then we're going to sum things up with which one I think is the better route to go. A big shout out and thank you to the Larry H. Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, and then also the Larry H. Miller Dodge Ram here in Provo as well. Check out both of their inventories in the links in the description below. Let's get right into the video. So let's go into the hoods of both of the trucks, and let's start with the Rebel first and foremost. So this has the naturally aspirated 5.7 liter Hemi, goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. As you can see, this one has the e-torque right there. So fuel economy is going to be 17 around town and then 22 on the highway. Power outputs are 395 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque. Now onto the Raptor. We have a twin turbocharged 3.5 liter V6. It goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission, so 2 more gears compared to what the Rebel has. Power figures 450 horsepower and then 510 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is 15 around town and then 18 on the highway. Now let's go over things on the front ends of both the trucks. Let's start with the Rebel first and foremost. So you can see that this one has the sport hood that comes standard with all the Rebels. So you've got these little like kind of louvers on the hood, essentially blacked out badging, all that kind of stuff, and it's all just for show, but it looks cool. LED lights just down below. They are reflector lights with the LED accent lights just around them. You got your fog lights down below, skid plate right in that area with the tow hooks. Parking sensors are on the front, Ram logo on the front, and then here's just one more quick look at the front of the Rebel. Now let's go over to the Raptor. So the first thing you're gonna notice is at the top of the hood. This one again has kind of like a sport hood, but that actually helps out. It is active, it's not just for show. And then we've got the LED lights just down below with the accent lights that go all the way around them. You can see one of the marker lights there on the side. And then you can see the front bumper, skid plate, tow hooks, all of that. Ford logo on the front. And then if you actually notice, so this truck's finished in magnetic. If you look at the bumper, it's actually really close in color in the fenders. So the fenders and bumper on a Raptor are pretty much the same color as magnetic. They're really, really close. You can see the rest of the marker lights here on the front of the grille, and then just one more look at the front of the Raptor. Now let's go over the tire and rim setup on both of them. So on the Rebel, first and foremost, we have 18-inch rims. We've got 33s around them. They are 275 millimeter. I really like the look on the tires on the Rebel, just a really nice beefy look. Now over onto the Raptor, we've got 17-inch rims, and this one has the bead lock option. 315 millimeter. They are 35s on the Raptor. So in terms of tire setup, the Raptor's got a little bit more tire, obviously, so it's gonna be a little bit better on the off-road from a tire perspective. And this is kind of a cool look between the two trucks. You can see blacked out Ram badging. You've got the mirrors on both of them. The mirrors on the Raptor, by the way, are body painted. You can see the wide body though on the Raptor. They got little venting here, which again is actually active, but I mean just the look difference is pretty cool. Side steps here on the Ram that have been added, and then you've got the side steps on the Raptor that are the off-road steps. Says Raptor there on the back of it. And then we've got the whole back side right here. Compare those two, but let's actually fully head out to the back. You've got the key fob here for the Ram, so you got your lock and unlock remote start. Says Ram on the back, so if we press this twice, first time we'll lock it, second time we'll remote start it. Here's that 5.7 liter Hemi come to life. If you press it again, that'll shut it off. And then if we actually fully unlock the truck so that we can get inside here, notice that this one's gonna have the slow lowering tailgate. You can see this one's got bed liner on the inside already, so you can see all that whole setup. LED bed lights as well, and this one's got the tonneau cover, so it's a soft trifold, so you basically can flip it all the way back. And then this one also has the multi-function tailgate. So if we lift up the bed, you can actually open this up like barn doors as well, so makes getting in and out of the bed a whole lot easier with the Ram. And then when you're done, you just have to close it. Oh wait, I didn't fully close it. There we go. Fully closed, and you are good to go. Here's the key fob on the Raptor. It says Raptor on the back. You got your lock and unlock remote start and your tailgate release. So if we press this, press the remote start twice, it'll start that twin turbo V6 right up. Press it again and it'll shut it off. And then if we press the tailgate lowering function, the tailgate will drop right down on the Raptor. This one does not have a spray and bed liner. You can get it as an option. You can see that you've got the LED bed lights back there, and then you get your cargo light up above, which is also LED. And the Rebel, by the way, has a cargo light, but it's not LED. The Raptor's got the bed stuff like all the upgraded boards, so you can get this as an option. You can see it's got a little handle right there that pops out when you pop it all out, but pretty easy system to use. You step up here into the bed, and then when you're done with it, then you can just lock it back up, and then you can put this up fully. The tailgate is definitely a little bit heavier, and also pro tip, so you can actually pop the bed step up when it's like up in this position, which obviously you don't want to drive like that, but if you want your Raptor to have a spoiler, just like pop the bed step up and then it'll have a spoiler. Now let's finish things up stylistically. Over under the Rebel first, so you've got the Ram badging right there. It says Rebel 4x4. You got your blacked out exhaust tips as well, obviously the tonneau cover on the top, full LED lights back here, so they wrap around. This little part right here is all blacked out. You got your parking sensors on the bottom of the bumper, and then notice the tire width. Look at the tire width on that versus the Raptor. The Raptor's got 315s. The tires are just so much wider. It looks a lot cooler. This one, by the way, has mud flaps added to it. But over onto the Raptor, you guys can see the wide body look from the rear. It looks absolutely fantastic. Ford logo across. You've got F-150. You got Raptor right there. Dual outlet exhaust. You got all your parking sensors. Tow hooks on the back as well. You've got your receiver hitch on top of that, and then over here you can see the LED lights right here. That's for the blind spot system that just wrap up and around. No blacked out element, but still looks really solid overall. Now coming to the back of the Rebel, this one has the red interior accents. So you can see you've got the red leather right here with the black trim. You've got the leather right here with the white and red contrast stitching. This one has a Harman Kardon sound system, you can see right there. And then here are the seats in the rear. This one's a Rebel 12, so full leather seats with the perforations on it, really nice, padded, all that kind of stuff. Pull down the cup holders right here, and then over here you can see you've got cup holders up top with the black trim. Got your power outlet back down there, little USBs, vents, all that kind of stuff. And then we actually pull up the seat. See, there's extra storage underneath. And then we can look under here on the rubber floor mat. There's little ice buckets on that part. Now, looking at the back of the Raptor here. So, got kind of like this little padding back here. Got a little black trim piece right there. And then the seats on this one, since it's an 802A package, got the full leather seats, kind of have these little like cloth inserts on them. And then you can see right here with the cup holders, you pull this down just like any other F-150. And then you can see up here, we've got the cup holders at the top. Got your heated seats in the back, couple charging stations, vents as well. Rubber floor mats again. And then we can pick up the seat right here. You can see extra storage just down below. Got keyless entry on the Rebel, so one touch to lock it and then to unlock it, just slip your hand on the back right there. Now opening up the panel here in the front, you can look, again, a ton of red leather with the black trim. More of that black leather with the white and red contrasted stitching. You've got the speakers for the Harman Kardon sound system, power folding mirror control, and then all of your window controls right there. And then over here you can see that we've got Rebel there on the side, full leather since this is a Rebel 12 package. Got nice little bolsters right there. Power adjustments on the seat. You can see the pedal layout just down below. Got the hood latch right there. Parking brake right here, power adjustable pedals, your light controls, fog lights, cargo light. Steering wheel is going to be manually adjustable. Over here on the Raptor, we've got keyless entry, so you can see one touch to lock it and unlock it. Put your hand on the back of the door handle. Got a little Ford keypad right here, and then there are the mirror setup. Now if we actually open up the Raptor, we can look at the door panel here in the front. So we've got the full leather here, which is actually really soft and cushy. Why do I keep using that word cushy? Anyways, black trim, you got your little door handle right here. Window controls, mirror controls, and the mirrors are power folding. You got your memory seats with your lock and unlock, one of the speakers for the sound system, and hopefully I didn't just lock that. Now here are the seats in the front. So they've got these really nice bolsters on them. They're kind of like sportier seats. Got the cloth inserts right there, Raptor, full leather. They do come with the AC function, which of course we'll get to that in a minute. Power adjustments on the side of the seats. You got your pedal layout just right there. You've got your power adjustable pedals, your parking brake, light controls. These are the mirror lights, and then the steering wheel is going to be automatically adjustable. Now to start the Rebel, just put your foot on the brake, push the push start, and it'll say Rebel! And then everything will come to life. Gauges will do a sweep, and yeah. Here's a full view of the steering wheel. Now let's kind of close in on it, and you can see that you've got the cruise control, adaptive cruise control, your gear selector, Ram logo in the center. Voice commands right there. That's for the little control stack for the center. Red stitching on the steering wheel. The steering wheel's got all this red accent, which looks really nice actually. Steering wheel feels really nice in your hands as well, full leather. And you've got your little stock for the turn signal and the windshield wipers right there. Now I've got the gauge cluster right here. On the left side, we've got the RPMs. On the right side, you've got the speed. And then you can see there's a bunch of different menus that you can scroll through here on the Rebel. Pretty configurable, just like on all of the other upgraded Rams. I usually just leave mine to be a speedo in the center. You've got the little 12 volt up here, lane departure assistance, hazard lights, blank switch. Now here is the 12-inch display. Analog climate controls on both sides. You've got your analog radio controls, and then down here you've got your parking sensors to turn them on or off, stability control, or sorry, tow haul mode, then stability control, trailer brake controls right here, and then you've got the whole display. If we pop it in reverse, you can see it's just a regular backup camera, so you can do like the zoom function, all that. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Now the whole 12-inch display, you can see the functionality on it. Looks really good. Functions pretty well. The touch time on it is actually pretty decent overall. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, no cooled seats are available on the Rebel. Other than that though, I mean, it's a good unit. Everyone's loving this new 12-inch display. It's pretty much the best one in the truck market right now. Here's our gear selector. You've got your 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel low, 4-wheel high, no 4-wheel auto. You've got your auto stop start that comes with the e-torque, hill descent control, and then axle lock, and just kind of functions like that. So pretty easy setup right there. Now I've got the Ram logo at the top right here. You've got the contrasted white and red stitching again. Open this up, you got some storage. Open it up again, you got some measuring tables. More storage down here. You can slide this backwards and forwards. And it also comes with a set of Raptor keys. Just kidding. But you got a couple USBs down here. You've got extra storage right here, and then you have a full power outlet just right down there in that part of the console. Now we've got Rebel right there in the glove box, and if we open up this dual glove box, you can see there's plenty of storage space in the glove box right there. And then you've got the leather up top with the stitching white and red again right there on the dash, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see it in all of its glory. So up top here, we've got the button for the power rear siding window that you can open and close. Universal garage door openers. You can get a sunroof. It's a panoramic sunroof as an option. Light controls up here. Other than that, pretty simple. So to start up the Raptor, put your foot on the brake, push the push start, and it'll say built Ford tough, and everything will come to life. Here's the steering wheel for the Raptor, so you guys can kind of see that, and let's kind of close in on it so you can see all of our controls for the volume, voice commands, all that. These are the drive modes, which we'll go over later in the video. You've got kind of like, again, volume controls, steering modes, which we'll go in later in the video, phone controls. Ford right there says Raptor at the bottom. That's for your adaptive cruise control function. And then these are for the center stack. We'll go over that later. Paddle shifters that are made out of magnesium on the back of the steering wheel, which move with the steering wheel, so they're steering wheel mounted. And the steering wheel is really fat and grippy. I like right here just how the steering wheel feels. You've got the like red racing marker, and then you've got your control for the windshield wipers and to turn signal and flasher brights. Now I've got these center gauges for the Ford. So on the left side, you've got the RPMs. On the right side, you've got the speed. And then you've got a couple different menus that you can kind of scroll through on it. Pretty easy to use, pretty configurable. I like the fact that it gives you like all the statuses, like on the safety tech, and then like Raptor status, and then also off-road status. Like if you click this, it'll tell you a couple different things with like your drive mode. So I think it's pretty cool that they give you all of that on the Ford, but pretty standard setup for trucks. Auto stop start, we've got our camera. We've got our hazard lights, we've got our off-road cruise control, and then we have our stability control. Here is the infotainment system on the Raptor. So obviously this is going to be smaller than what's on the Rebel. You guys can kind of see response time on it. It's pretty decent. This has kind of been upgraded for 2020 a little bit to be a little bit more responsive. But this will also house like the camera system. So if we pop it in reverse, you can see that you get like the bird's eye view and then the backup camera as well, and then you can zoom in on the little receiver hitch. And if we press that camera button up here, that'll give you like front camera view, and then you kind of get a bigger view right there, and then even more views right there. So definitely helps with driving this truck and parking this truck. Drive mode thing going on here. So you've got your lockers in the rear, 2-wheel high, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, and then 4-wheel low. Trailer backup system, trailer brake controls. Analog controls for the radio, got a charging station over in that area. And then you've got dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats just right down here. And then down in the center console, so you can kind of cover this up, just black little trim. Couple USBs right there for charging stations, cup holders in this area. Here's that shifter for the 10-speed automatic transmission. Got the manual mode if you want to shift it yourself, so you can press these buttons, or you can use the paddle shifters to shift the gears yourself. And then that's your lane departure assistance. Finally, you've got our center console, again lined with leather. You can open it up, tons of storage space in the center console area. And then there's your glove box, which has already been opened for us. You've got some trim up above, and then you've got like the leather with the stitching and the padding up above. Now let's go over these drive modes. So we can pop in here and let's do the drive modes first, so you guys can see that you've got your normal, deep sand sud, Baja, rock crawl, slippery, tow haul, sport. Oh, I got stuck. Sport, and then it's 4-wheel drive, shift in progress, and normal. So a ton of different drive modes. I think it's really cool that they have this on truck. More trucks need to have drive modes because, believe it or not, people that have trucks actually like to do sporty driving. Then you've got your steering feel, normal, sport, and comfort. I prefer the sport. I just like how it makes the steering heavier and it just feels just better overall. So I've got a power rear setting window up here, so you can open and close that. A bunch of auxiliary switches up at the top as well if you want to add auxiliary items to the Raptor. Got your little sunglass holder in this area. Universal garage door opener as well. And then this one has a full panoramic sunroof. Now let's quickly go over pricing. So this Raptor stickers for just over $72,000 before any type of market adjustment, and this Rebel stickers for about $61,000 before any type of market adjustment. So we literally have a price difference of about $11,000 between the two trucks. So we've got to obviously pick a winner and then, or do a tie or something like that. So let's go over the benefits and pitfalls of each. So on the Rebel, I definitely like the interior on the Rebel, like most of the stuff. The Raptor, when you get the carbon fiber trim, definitely cool. I like the front seats on the Raptor more than the Rebel. They're comfier, they hold you in place really nice. Steering wheel is nicer, obviously the paddle shifters, drive modes, all that stuff's cooler. This truck's definitely better on the off-road compared to the Rebel, but then it's also $10,000 more than the Rebel. Stylistically, Raptor with the wide body and everything looks better than the Rebel, so it kind of wins on that front. So it's kind of a little bit of a toss-up, right? If these were the same price, obviously the Raptor would be better, but they're not. They're $10,000 priced differently. So I'm gonna have to say Raptor. Obviously I ordered one and I've owned a Rebel and I'm going to Raptor for good reason, but I just feel like overall it's a great value for everything you're getting, and you can get the Raptor spec'd out to be about $60,000 MSRP if you don't get all the bells and whistles, which would be the same price as a Rebel, but then it would be a Raptor. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on all this. Again, a big shout out and thank you to the Ford Lincoln here in Provo, as well as the Dodge Ram here in Provo as well. Check out the inventory to both dealerships in the link below. If you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe. I'll see all of you in that next video.